Hey man, what's going on, guys? This is Coach Tex Renberg, man, from DFW Penguins, DFW Penguin Basketball. And today, man, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of continuing to work on your game and your identity as a player while working on other aspects of your game. Okay? Now, this is going to be really short because, the point is straight to the point, but I need you guys to understand this, right? Now, it's very important to know once you start playing and you get a certain niche of what type of player you are and what makes you good or what makes you valuable to a team, that you continue to work on that, okay? Because if you get wrapped up in trying to work on another skill or play a different position that you're not natural in, you can get lost and turn yourself into a bad player. And you won't be able to do what you're naturally skilled at or the thing that you're working on either. Okay, so for example, let's just say I have a guy on my team. Let's say he's in the ninth grade. He's a 6'3" wing, and he can really shoot. He can't handle a ball. He can't really post up. He's not a good passer, but he can shoot the crap out of the ball. Now, you get some guys that say, well, hey, you need to work on your ball handle. You have somebody in your ear, some trainer or some coach or your parents or uncle or something that tells you like, hey, man, if you want to play college ball, just shooting is not going to be good enough. You need to work on ball handling. You need to work on your post moves. So now this kid is in the gym working on all these post moves, working on all his ball handling, and he totally forgets to work on his shooting. So now while he's doing all this and he's so focused on, hey, I got to be a ball handler in order to be a good basketball player or play at the next level or make varsity, now I'm getting totally lost in what my role is or my identity as a basketball player. So if this guy is a come off of screen shooters or a spot up shooter or whatever it might be, a utility shooter guy, he needs to constantly, while he's working on ball handling, while he's working on post moves, he also needs to work on being a shooter just as well, because you'll find yourself declining at what you're good at, and now you don't have an identity and you're worse than where you started off at. So that was real quick, and that's it, man. Okay, guys, listen. Don't try to be a player that you're not naturally at and totally lose yourself in the process. Okay? If you're a shooter, be a shooter. If you're a ball handler and a passer, be a ball handler and a passer. It's why you're working on other stuff. If you're a post player, you block shots and rebound, don't try to turn into Steph Curry, okay, and get the ball in the game and get it off the rim and dribble up the court and lose it 4 or 5 times. Then your coach is going to be taking you out, because you're losing your identity. You want to work on that, work on what you're not good at and gradually get good at it and practice on it in games, pick up games and stuff like that and add to your game. You guys see some guys in the NBA, they lose themselves in certain stuff, and some guys understand like, hey, I need to work out or work on these things in order to expand my game, which is nothing wrong with. But just like, for example, like I remember, who was it? Kevin Durant was working out with Hakeem Olajuwon and working on his post moves. Yeah, now he has a little bit of a post game, but he's not trying to get the ball in the post every single time. He still has his game. He's still working on stuff. DeMarcus Cousins, more of a banger in the paint. He said, you know what, in order for me to stay in the league longer, I need to work on shooting outside shots. He still bangs a lot, but he will trail and hit threes. And now he's handling the ball a little bit more, but he's gradually going into that. He's not coming in the game in his first 4 or 5 shots or three-pointers. That takes away from everything. So, guys, you got to remember that. When you're working out with these trainers, when you're working out with your school coach, when you're working out on your own, whatever you're good at, continue to work on that just as much as you're working on a new thing that you're trying to get better at. All right? If you guys have any questions, hit me on DFWPenguins at gmail.com on my email, or you can hit me up on my Instagram at Penguinhoops at gmail. Oh, no, Penguinhoops. That's my Instagram. Y'all know I'm old. All right, I'll see y'all later, man. Take it easy.